my interaction in working with Brown Charbonneau is taking stressful situations and alleviating that stress and helping me work through, at times, things that seem difficult or frustrating or hurtful, and coming to a solution that alleviated that stress. First time I hired Greg Brown, it was over a business matter and the dissolution of a partnership. And Greg came to my defense, and it was great because working with Greg is like working with a partner. He explains it to you where you can understand it. At that time, I wasn't an attorney. I am now, so it's sort of funny, but it was inspirational in a sense. It's just that Greg takes ownership and looks at matters as if it was his own. It's not that arm's length distance that makes you feel like, hey, they don't have the same level of care as you. Second time was more on a personal matter as it related to my home. And it actually dealt with the builder of my home. And Greg worked with both my wife and I, helped us work through situations, explained along the way what was going on, made it really a seamless process. And once again, made us feel like he was part of us. It wasn't somebody that we had contracted to do work with, but versus he was our advocate and he was one of us. How do we find Greg? We found Greg because Greg's wife went to high school with my wife. How about that? Yeah. So Michelle, at that time, recommended that we reach out to Greg, and we had spoken to some other people as well, and we told Michelle we'd do that. But it's just that there was a comfort level with Greg, and he knocked it out of the park. At the time, it's just that there was a comfort level. I mean, I think when you have something going on in your life from a legal perspective, you want somebody who you feel like will be your advocate, who will understand and listen, not so much who will talk at you and try to show they're the smartest person in the room. I think a lot of attorneys have that issue sometimes. I think Greg has a different perspective when it comes to handling matters. He's the kind of guy I want fighting for me. You know, when the thing that made it most satisfying is, one, we came to resolution on our issues, but two, I understood the process. It wasn't foreign. It wasn't something that I needed to figure out or just go, yeah, okay, I get it. I guess that's what we have to do. Greg explained everything along the ways, the pros, the cons, why we did certain things the way we did. It was just a complete process. You know, and I recommend Greg all the time, because Greg will get in there and he'll stand up for his clients, and Greg's the kind of guy that if you come to him with a matter and he doesn't really think it's viable, he'll tell you it's not viable, and he'll tell you why. Greg's not out to make a buck, and I have no other way of putting it. Greg's out to provide a service, and to be there for his clients. I think oftentimes attorneys will take cases to put dollars in the coffer. Greg's not like that. If Greg will be honest, straightforward, and then he'll be your advocate to make sure he gets you to where you need to be. I think what surprised me the most is how accessible Greg was when I needed him. He was there whenever I needed him. He responded in a timely manner. If I had questions that needed to be addressed, he made sure my questions were addressed in a timely manner. He made sure I was comfortable along the way and was able to do what I needed to do, or he was able to do what he needed to do and engaged me along the way. I refer anyone that comes to me with legal related issues to Greg, and anywhere from family and friends, and I've got nothing but positive feedback along the way. You know, I mentioned to you earlier that my wife and Greg's wife went to high school together. So maybe you'd think I got different treatment based on that relationship. Greg's the same no matter who he services. Everyone gets that same level of care, due diligence, engagement that I got. And I've gotten nothing but glowing reviews from everyone that's worked with him.